Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. We're here for another episode of the Triple Triad podcast. I am your host, Emotempest, and of course, accompanied by the team. We have Andy Carmona, Sergio Bravo, and David Melendez. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hola, muchachos.
We've got a very interesting show to you. Nothing too spicy, but a lot of things come up over the last few weeks that are pretty exciting. The set just dropped. First of all, we're definitely going to talk about our favorite cards that just dropped and that are really just piquing all of our interest. We haven't done pre-release yet at the time of recording, but we've been reading in foreign languages of many kinds.
What we lack in spice, we have in anticipation.
Exactly. Also, the collection, the Dissidia Final Fantasy collection box just dropped, so we'll be talking about the reprints and that, and what I guess what we think are reprints we needed or didn't need from that. And obviously, official pricing was finally announced, so we'll definitely be covering that on today's episode.
I am excited.
As am I, buddy. As am I. As always, make sure to support your local Triad team, your local Triple Triad team by stopping by everyone's social platforms. Don't forget to check out TCG Tacos, the Purple Baron on Twitch. Sergio, is TCG Titans still a thing? I don't even know.
I still have an Instagram, but no,
he's
we're
plugging
not
random
doing the
plugs
website
God
anymore.
damn.
Yeah. Thank you for plugging my defunct website. But no, we're not running that anymore. We have Instagram though, and we'll post
Follow him on
pictures.
Instagram.
We'll post
Yes.
pictures of our pre-release kit pulls.
The
Only
promotion
if you
doesn't
go.
exist on Twitch. It's still Warsaw.
Oh, well, there you go. Those links will be in the description, guys. But yeah, let's get started. Obis 19, right, is finally dropped. I am very excited for this set. This is going to be the set for the next 2-3 Materia Cups, right? So there's a lot to unbox here in this. I want to start with Tacos, if he's had a chance to go over it. What are your most exciting cards? After reading everything, whether it's in the funny language, in the funny translations, or after everything was released on Facebook and now on FFX, which cards are piquing your interest, man? What's on the top of the list, Tacos?
So I'm actually looking at 3 right now. I am looking at the Zidane that was spoiled, Realm, and I'm actually looking at this Ace. Ace is pretty spicy. Can't jam it for turn 1, but swinging to pink something for 10k, pretty nice.
Mr. Bonofire himself went for Ace right away.
I wasn't sure when we brought it up in the chat. I wasn't sure if you'd actually go for it, but talk to me about it. Give me what are you visualizing right now with the Ace specifically?
I mean, it's just a good body for 1 CP. Doesn't even have to get haste. I mean, if you can give it haste, that's nice too. But it's pretty easy to just put like 5 in the break zone to just put into play, right? Ideally, but kind of like how you were playing Monofire before, or how I was playing it. It's kind of just set up backups and then you work from there. So it's just a good card. Like it doesn't. It's nothing like flashy. It just does good stuff, you know.
Maybe you can remember off the top of your head before me, but I know, is it Dark Lord? Is he mill 7 or remove 7 from the top?
That's remove 7.
Oh, okay, so never mind. Is there any card in Fire that just mills off the top? I can't remember.
I mean, you don't have to mill. You just
play cards.
If you play 5 backups by pitching cards, then you've got 5 cards in the break zone, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Do you think this card also warrants playing multiple aces for that S?
I mean,
like more than just the 3 of this?
All right, let's take a look at it really quick. At the end of the turn, it can attack twice, and it has Brave. I don't see why not. You would probably play multiples. I mean, not just for the special. I mean, I wouldn't play other ace outside of this.
Oh, that's what I was getting at. Like, would you play these 3 and then 3 of another card, like whatever?
Nah, chill. No, just
you don't want to play that light Ace, bro?
No,
light Ace.
No, absolutely not. No. It's just a good stat stick with a good effect on attack. That's it. You're opponent has to deal with it. Right?
Damn, stat stick. That's a write that one down for the the triple triad dictionary.
The terminology book that we're coming out with.
Yeah. Stat stick, got it.
Look for it on
Okay.
Amazon.
You mentioned Zidane in Realm 2. What are your thoughts there? Anything you wanna unveil?
Bro, Realm is gonna get fucking Soldier banned.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
That's and I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree with that. But I'm thinking of some other spicy things to do with that too. But yeah, and then there's a Dane just removing all the good cards out of your opponent's hand. Um, I mean, what's not to love about it? You get to do
Yeah,
it like twice during the turn. So yeah.
yeah. Zidane kind of speaks for himself. I like that it resembles the Kate Sith backup, but you can grab anything, right?
Yeah, that's better than Kate Sith. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
grab
it's better than
up to two.
Kate Sith in that regard. It's
Yeah,
pretty nutty.
just depends on your opponent's, their situation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's devastating. Honestly, like not being, especially if you can't answer this guy right away. It's just every turn you're plucking just any form of like any way for them to develop the board if it's anything, right? It's like get the backups out or their key piece and shit.
Yeah, who is it at Square Enix that has who's just really obsessed with Zidane, bro?
Loves the date.
Every time we get Zidane, it just gets better and better.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
That guy, who's the guy that does the speed runs for FF9? The Brutals, right?
The brutals.
Yeah, he's undercover designing the Zidanes for them.
Yo, who do I need to speak to like get some like tactics love for this?
For real. We'll see if we can get
Talk
there.
to Zidane, bro. Talk to Zidane, apparently.
When we get to Japan, we'll talk to them ourselves, whoever it is. We'll find out. Okay. Well, I love it, Tacos. Those are very good choices. I'm really behind the Realm as well. Not so much the Ace, but that's Fire's your house, and I won't step foot in there until you show me the way. Sergio, what about you?
Well, actually, before I tell you anything on mine, really funny. I was reading about the realm today, and it was saying that you remove the summon, right,
Correct.
to use Realm's ability, but after the second cast, it goes back to the break zone because you remove it for the first cast, and then you cast it, but it doesn't say to put it back into RFG. It actually goes to the break zone.
I'm sure that will get errated. As it's might have been. That sounds dumb, first of all, but I see where you're coming from now while I'm reading it.
Yeah, I don't think it will be eroded because it's like Man in Black. They don't specifically say that it has to be removed afterward you cast it, so it'll probably stay that way.
Yeah, that does the same thing pretty much.
I mean, did anybody bring it to the Twitter? I'm sure the Twitter.
Yeah. This is official.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it says it on the card.
Fucking broken.
It says it on the card. Tacos is savage. Read
all
the
right.
card, nerd.
He's gonna
Wow.
he's gonna reuse the Bahamut that deals himself with point damage.
John, I have another word for our terminology book. It's called reading.
Oh yeah, RTFC. It's an acronym.
Yeah, we can use that.
Read the fucking card. All right. Well, that's very interesting. I'm glad. Thanks for letting us know about that. Thanks for reading it to me. So now, tell me your cards, bro.
So just cards in general that I'm excited about.
Top three that right now just
top three. Why do you do this to me? I just got this morning. I would say my top three. Zidane. I'm sorry to copy, but that card's really crazy. The only thing that has me like kind of like nervous about Zidane is that like I have horrible negative experience with Kate Sith. Like every time I play Kate Sith, they just get something that's either better or exactly the card that I chose.
or exactly what they needed, right? Like
Yeah, it's exactly like the card that I didn't want them to have. They just top deck it because they're drawing to replace it. So Zidane isn't creating like a CP like deficiency for your opponent. You're just kind of like decreasing the quality of the cards in their hand. But since they draw afterwards, you can't guarantee that you are, if that makes any sense. So
Right.
so I really do like it, but I really want to test it and see if it's crazy as it could be. Just because the fact that you can grab backups like against any kind of deck that needs to set up a couple of backups, that can be backbreaking. Like
Of course, yeah.
yeah, if if you've ever tried to play like Wind without any backups, you're just not playing. Like it's not even
It's kind of
possible.
yeah. GG at 20.
Yeah.
Do you currently do? Obviously, I know you mentioned it needs testing, but where you stand between this Zidane and the one that the 2-drop one that we've had for now for the last 2 sets?
I think they're kind of like live in different worlds, right? Like the Wind Zidane is like a cast count card, and this is more of like a mill deck card, I think. But it could be used in either one, but this would only obviously ever be like Firewind.
Which we messed with. Obviously, it's not.
We mess with it a little bit, yeah.
It's not the worst one, but
It's not, but it's also not the best one.
the best. Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and I don't know. I think there's a chance for it. I think it could be really, really good, or it could be really, really bad. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe if it's me, I'll always do really badly with it, and then I'll just switch back to the Zidane. But it seems like a really interesting card. For pick 2 of 3, can I just pick like a group? Like, is that legal? I
I
want to
mean,
choose like all these FF6 cards.
the FF6 cards.
Yeah, dude, like there's just so much here. There's Gao, Strago, Realm, Mog 6. Like these guys all just like make a deck on their own, which is like a whole new thing. Like it's a
Yeah.
whole new deck that you can like lock is like the worst card in your deck now, like Opus 4 lock. But these guys are just really powerful. And I really like everything that they can do. And like this Strago, even like where he like enters the field, gets you something, then leaves, gets you something else, is like totally free, which is like the theme of this set. Like everything is free. Um, so I really want to test that like FF6, like an Ice Water FF6 deck, and see what these new ones bring to the table, because all of them read really well.
Yeah, I agree. I just want to point out that Strago art is actually fire. I love that shit.
No, it's water.
Nah.
Got him.
Got
All right.
him. I'm gonna be falling for these all night, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
And then my last choice is the easy choice. That's Evre in Wind. That's the best card in the set by far. Everything else was just for funsies.
Oh
Evre,
yeah.
yeah, Evre is the best card in the set. That's your card's stupid.
Tell us why. Tell us why.
Oh, okay. Let me read it to you. Evre is a 1-cost monster. Pay 0. Choose 1 backup you control. Activate it. You can only use this ability during your turn and only once per turn. That's like 6 backup in Wind. That's rude. One of the ways to stop Wind is to dull freeze Althea, and it stops you from like being able to reuse her ability and like kind of like pop off your storm turns. So like Everett can just come out and be like, no, I need that back.
Right.
So there's just so much you do. Like if you're running like Wind, you're in any variant of Wind, you're probably running like Chocobo Sam with Chocolate. So this guy's just like, even if you have nothing better to do, you're just like spamming counters onto Chocolate and drawing cards for no reason. Like this card's insane.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's very 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 strong. Um, I asked myself why did we get this so like I don't know. It's a what is it exactly? A common, right?
It's a R, like
It's an R
which
at
is
least.
basically a common. Like yeah,
It's basically a common. Um,
it's not expensive, that's for sure.
yeah. I wonder where the world is with like if we have enough monster hate for this, and if is it going to really be necessary? Because even for like outside of cast count, this is a good card, right? Because if you're able to bring this in with anything, like realm or just even if you're wind and X, this can it's not limited to colors, right? So it's just choose a backup, so it's gonna help you
Yeah, it's
regardless.
any backup. Yeah, it's any backup and activate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
any
so
backup you control, so you won't get messed up by the Yag Rash of the world.
oh yeah. But yeah, so it's definitely very strong. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm sure everyone's going to be playing Wind at the first Materia Cup anyway, right?
We'll see. We'll see. If like, right? Because we said it like when we were talking about like different matchups and stuff. We're like, there's no way Wind is good right now, right? Look at these FF13 cards, and then Wind won the Masters tournament in Japan, and I was like, that's not possible. And you're like, oh, I guess nobody was playing 13, but no, they faced like 2 13 decks and somehow still won. I don't even know how it's
Yeah.
possible.
Mind blown for sure. All right. Well, those are all very good picks, Serge. And yes, we do. Obviously, we accept the group pick. So going forward here for Andy, where are you at, Andy, with these cards?
Man, he picked like 12 cards. That's not fair.
All right, so one up,
Don't
then, bro.
worry about it,
No,
dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's be like, oh, the whole set is good.
Pick the rest of the set.
Except for Zidane.
Except for
Cards has been.
I hate Zidane.
My first card that I've actually fallen in love with this trio of misfits is Laragorn, Mobius, and Kurlax. Have you read those guys?
Yeah, the Derpy twins.
Yeah, the little Dream Stooges or whatever they're called, Stream Stooge. Uh, I wasn't sold on them at first only because that color combination seems quite hard to pull off. But in this set, they gave you two key cards in order to pull that off. So this will count for the picks. So my first pick, Kurlax. Second pick is Laragon. Third pick is Mobius. Right. So the way that you can actually do this is with the Agito Cadet backups, right? Because you had the Collier Cheval who can search for an Agito Cadet, Agito Cadet, right? So we would just color fix in Lightning Fire. But then this set, we get a new 4-drop Agito Cadet backup that does the same thing that Collier does, right? So they also gave us an Agito in Ice. So that just streamlines and it just fixes all of that. It's pretty cool. So then that being said, yeah, these guys, they seem to kind of like really emphasize on just like a lot of recursion, a lot of resurrection. Like I feel like I haven't tested it yet, but they're very sticky or they're hard to just deal with, get them off the board only because they're just going to come right back. And then the fact that Kurlax is getting that free dull freeze each turn, I think that's kind of hard. And then every time one of these idiots leave, you discard a card. So it's like not only do you have to each time you have to deal with one, it's gonna cost you 2 CP. That's pretty insane. So yeah, I'm very hopeful that this is they're all H's, by the way. So there's got to be something there, right?
Yeah, I'm seeing that now.
Yeah, so they're all H's in different elements. They're all category 6, so they have that category 6 synergy. So it makes things like Mog 6 free. So you can splash in like some weird stuff in there, right? It's insane. I think definitely that I'm gonna spend some attention on there, but for at least for the first portion of Opus 19, hopefully they have like this lifespan of any sort of competitiveness within their effects. But one can only hope because, I don't think decks like Mono Water are going anywhere. It's just not the flavor of the month, but it doesn't mean that they lose power, right? It's just like people get maybe tunnel visioned on pet cards or they just see an art that they really like. So they kind of just like fixate on wanting to try something new to the point that they may want to try and just take it to the next level. But that's where my mentality is, and those are the cards that I want to pick for starting out Opus 19 with.
Okay, I like that. I'm not keen on them myself. The color, like you said, like the color combination is weird. I like what you pointed out about the backups, but I'm not completely sold. It's mostly just because they have effects for when they leave, but I don't see a way how they can like, unless you have the red guy out already and the color set up, you can't bring them in, right? Like outside of that, like cheating them in or whatever.
Yeah,
and so
if you have multiple copies and
right.
There's in those colors, there's a lot of resurrection. Obviously, we've seen that in Lightning, we have the ability to bring characters from the break zone back to the hand. Fire has some that can bring play some 4 or less from the break zone with the new Idolist and then the Samurai backup.
Samurai, yeah.
So in each one, they all just, the fire and the lightning one, they kind of have that search for a member. I'm sorry. So the 4-drop fire one has the ability to search for one card named Mobius or card named Kurlax. So he searches for lightning or ice, adds it to your hand. So immediately you're getting color fix if you need to, still assemble your backups, right? The 3-drop lightning, right? That one you choose one from the break zone and add it to your hand. That's not itself. So Mobius doesn't search, can't get itself.
I'm gonna pause you right there. Laragorn plays him straight onto the field.
I'm sorry. Yeah, plays him straight from the field. Doesn't. Yeah, so it's a little bit better. I think an effect like that is really strong. We don't see effects like that often, but when it's just like search and play it onto the field, which Opus 19 gives us a couple of those abilities, that's freaking great.
Yeah, it's very free. It's very nice.
Yeah, so imagine if you don't even like pay the 4 CP to play that guy, but you've played it because you've played it off of Idolist, right? Because you're paying the 6 CP. That's part of the cost. Comes in now. Now it plays another the Mobius one, and you used the Kurlax to pay for the Idolist. You've just got all 3 of those cards back.
Okay. Yeah, you're selling me more and more on it every time. I'm really excited to see what you come up with now.
Yeah, and then you don't you don't answer them. You put a forward out, whether it's Zidane or whatever, and it's this. You get that dull freeze every turn, and it costs 0. You just need the names. Now the only downside is that the last deck that required that you have the specific names was the retainers, right? The Nocta stuff.
Uh-huh.
Although you needed one additional name, I feel like this is just a little bit better. But I think the hill that you have to climb, but they show you the path, is the color fixing. I think that's where the difficulty lies.
Right. And as is anything with like a tricolor, right? Tricolor plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Kurlax is like the key here too, right? Because he's the one that like while he's out, if any of them goes down, they discard, right? But then his dull freeze, he's the one that has like the free action ability, and it's actually on any turn. It's just once per turn.
Yeah.
So it doesn't specify your turn. So like you're dull freezing on their turn, that's gigabad. Like that's horrific for the opponent. Like these dream splooges are pretty good.
Yeah, but their art is horrific, and it makes me love it even more.
If they're not foil, they look even worse.
Yeah, and I think like living the dream would be like if you lose the Kurlax and Mobius, then yeah, living the dream would be paying the tap ability for the Laragorn, right? And then you can just play one onto the field.
So they're sticky dream splooges.
Yeah. And in those 2 colors, you have redirection, right? In the form of Felt Thanos and Charlotte. A bit expensive on one end, but a little bit of redirection can go a long way.
Okay. And you said that was all 3 of your picks, right? You're going for that? You don't want to add anything else?
No, dude, I'm not. That's it, man. Just get me the combo number 6. We're good to go.
You got it. All right. Well, I guess that leaves me then. There was a lot of interesting things for me, but I think the ones I want to talk about are mostly the Emperor, the Lightning one, with the reveal stuff off the top, Black Box S effect. This just brings me back to the old Lightning Golbez that would just play cards off the top of your deck. It's what I called back then a Morphing Jar deck, and I get the same vibes from this guy.
Oh god, this guy with his Yu-Gi-Oh references, bro.
What's
when
a
are you gonna
Morphing
stop?
Jar, bro? What does that mean?
Was this like a plastic jar that you left in the microwave with hot fluid and then it morphed?
It morphed. So it was a card. A Morphing Jar is a card that when it was.
I'm just kidding, bro. We don't want to know. Nobody who listens to us wants to know what that is.
It's his podcast, his rules.
I'd like to apologize to everybody who's currently listening. It will never happen again.
Got it. But anyway, this card it's very cool. So if you reveal a forward, deal AK to all the forwards your opponent controls, back up, dull, and freeze everything. And if it's a summon or a monster, draw 4 cards. I don't see a world where if we get it off at least once, it's not a big deal. Unless your opponent has no forwards and we're already plussing and we just keep revealing forwards. But I don't know. It seems very strong.
But
and there's
hold
already
on.
ways.
I gotta stop you again. I'm sorry, man. It's an interesting choice, right? But like, what do you? So what you're saying is that you're happy with any resolution. If your opponent has no forwards on the field and you tap and you go sweet, it's a forward, deal AK to nothing, and you're happy with that.
No,
Hey, man.
obviously
Hey,
it's the
man.
worst. It's the worst of the 3 in that scenario. But the meta's not going to be. We're not going to be at the point where I'm not hoping for the forward, right? Like, and in this deck, you're building to that, so I can always see what I'm going to be looking, what I'm going to be lifting off.
Finish the thought. Like, what are you gonna see?
Before I use the effect, I'll know what's on top one way or another.
And your opponent, hopefully, is paying attention, is following along in that same match. That hopefully they're seeing what you're doing, and that they can follow along too and act accordingly.
No, they can't, because he's looking at it when they're not looking, obviously.
Oh, that's what you meant. In that case, dude, that card is sick.
He just made a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. What do you think he was talking about?
He Millennium Puzzles the card to the top of the deck. And he goes, oh, Monster Cardo.
Every time he draws for it, he's like, pot of bean!
All right, keep laughing, and when I get you guys,
So he
get
holds
you guys
his
in
card
the black box.
Yeah. We're gonna force it. We'll be like, cool, bro. Dole that Emperor. It's like, on the stack.
On the stack.
All right,
John, please continue with your choices. I'm sorry that Andy is being rude.
No, this is why I bring you guys.
Nobody said anything to him about his dream splooges.
Yeah, because I made a
like...
very compelling argument, which completely changed your guys' outlook on those 3 cards.
Nah, they're still trash. Kefka is the next one. Yeah, if your opponent controls
you idiot. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Kefka doesn't work, dummy, because you've already emperored the field away. So now you have to pay full price, and I'm sure there's some name clash there.
No, but yeah, I just love the idea that he can kind of just stop the aggro in its steps, just come out for free. It's not like some of the other cards where it controls 3 or more, or there's other stipulations. But if they have 3 or more forwards, not more than you is what I meant, by the way. And when he leaves, he's casting something, so he has like a reason to stick around, right? Like, I don't know. I think he's very good. I talk about a lot how I play Mono Earth sometimes for fun, and I try to figure that out. And I think he goes in there. But obviously he's 6, so there's a lot of synergy with that already. So, and then the last one that I guess it's a group as well is the the stupid Ruby, the stupid weapons. This is the first time we see these cards, like these names in this game, and so I wondered if playing them together outside of sealed is a good idea.
Nah, those for sure are like meant for sealed. They're so bad and constructed. Like, I mean, everything answers them. Everything.
I like the idea of drawing free cards when he comes out and being free. The Sapphire one, the Ruby one's the only one I have. Like, as much as I like his effects, is like how to use him and how to play him because he's so expensive, right? The other ones can be cheated in general. Like, the water one is free if you have more in the break zone, and this guy, if my opponent discards me, I can play 1. But the Ruby one is the problem. But he's important, I think. So I don't know. I like him. I like him as cards, and I'd like to see that if they came out of just being played and sealed.
I just wish they were just a little bit more powerful. But as a sealed thing, they're really good. But like, come on, like Sapphire Weapon. I'm sorry, I we didn't dog on anybody else's choices, but I just feel like, man, Sapphire Weapon is like, you have to have 5 already of the job weapons in the break zone for it to cost 0, right? That means that potentially if you're already aiming for that, that means your draw 2 is maybe just more weapons.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, still, he's free. He came out.
Unlikely, right? Because you have to have 5 in the break zone.
Oh, right.
So that
There's
means
only
that the sixth one is the one that you're
there's
casting.
9
So
total.
there's
Yeah, there'd be 9 total. Oh, so that means if you ever want to get any sort of value out of it, that guy is straight from like draw to discard. All right, you're discarding it for stuff.
Which is a weird way to want to build decks, right? In general,
Not
adding
necessarily. I don't know.
adding cards I want to just discard. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just hoping maybe they'll come out. We'll see them a lot often. And again, these are a big deal in the game.
That's
And
my gripe, man. Is that they are a
Yeah.
big deal. They're a huge deal to the point that
As
like
a-
you have to like masterfully traverse all of FF7, grind the crap out of your stats just to hope to stand a chance against these things.
Right. Yeah. And so I hope that maybe they're a little more playable.
As the resident FF7 fan, I can definitely say I wish they were a bit stronger.
Yeah.
But unlike Andy, I respect your choices, John. And please, please bring your weapon deck to Orlando, please. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I guess it'll get better as they release like more printings of like these cards with the same name.
Well, there's also there's a lot. FF7 has so much support already, right? So
Is it
It's
enough
not-
though? Is it enough?
I'll have to check.
I don't think so.
Like I said, the set just came. Like I'm finally sitting down with everything more like little by little, and so I took the time to read all the water cards, but these are like a little different. So
Just the water cards.
I only
John. Classic John.
nothing else
I mean,
matters.
It could be outside of just like FF7, right? I mean, like they haven't done like Ultima Weapon or Omega Weapons. I mean, those could be considered weapons.
They've done Omega.
Have they?
Yeah, he's
I
the
mean-
dark card.
But not Omega Weapon.
Yeah, that's just Omega though. Like
Yeah, I think-
Oh, he's not. Okay, okay. And they could do the category a category 14 ultimate weapon.
I want category 8 ultimate weapon. Fuck. But yeah, that's
There's
it.
an ultimate
Honor-
weapon in 8.
Yeah, you fight him in Ultimate CS Castle.
Oh, there's
I'm
one in
surprised
there's
you
one in
didn't
10,
go-
and you can bribe it with Riku.
Uh,
You really can. You can.
But John didn't pick Rydia. Rydia seemed like your kind of card.
nah, I actually don't like the radio. My honorable mention is
Yeah.
Sanctuary Keeper.
But I don't even know what that is.
I got
Oh, the
looked it
water
up.
monster.
Oh yeah, the thing actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, activate something on either opponent's battle phases. At the beginning
Not the
of the
Leviathan summon, huh?
I mean, we already talked about it. We know that's broken. Like, I don't need. I didn't. I know that card.
We didn't talk about it here.
I guess that's true, but I've been talking about it for a while, and like, I know that card's broken, right? Like, I'm talking. This was more like things that we've seen new that piqued our interest, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Leviathan's definitely one of the best cards in the set.
Ooh, that's a large claim.
Nah, it's really
Science.
yeah. If the cards in your hand are useless for a whole turn, I don't know. I feel pretty good. But yeah, like I said, I think that card is unanimously good. I didn't want to like re-bring that up, so I wanted to talk outside of that. And again, like I said, Sanctuary Keeper was the honorable mention. So Serge, since you didn't know what it was, at the beginning of the attack phase during each player's turn, choose a forward, activate it, and it gains 2,000 power until the end of the turn.
Ooh, yeah, I saw this one now. I
Yeah.
do like that. That is an interesting effect. Like manipulating combat on your opponent's turn is always nice.
Yeah, and it's not only that too. It's like, I mean, obviously, it's like being able to tap important tap abilities, right? So I was just going through some of the stuff, and I don't think I landed on anything that was just broken yet. But I was thinking in Knights Tacos, incidentally, if you have enough somehow, you can tap the 4, enter battle, bring one back up on their turn, bring another one back up. If you have another 4, just stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I also thought Knights, and then I also thought like Pod Cloud, if that was.
Yeah, Andy mentioned Pod Cloud when we were talking about it yesterday, actually. So yeah, like I said,
just went down the list of like FF decks tap ability, relevant tap abilities.
yeah, really, but yeah, Sanctuary Keeper's very very exciting. But okay, well that was it's a good way for us to just highlight some of the interesting cards there. But we can move on. Next, the topic was going to be reprints, right? And so we got this Dissidia Final Fantasy Collection set for, I guess, the set 2023 product overview. My thoughts are I really didn't expect this, right? I don't know if this was on the list of things to look out for from Hobby Japan originally. I know I usually have the image of all the stuff they talk about. Like I know we have 2 more starters and then 2 more sets this year, but I don't remember seeing this um, on their timeline or whatever. And so it comes at a weird time too, right? Because we just found out the pricing for materia cups and all that stuff, and I'm not impressed with this, honestly. Let me go down some of these. Like they're giving us some really old cards, like Zidane from Opus 6L, Squall from Opus 10, and then like Bart's, Noctis, Lightning. Like obviously, I'm not going to read them all, but some of them, and then to like really change directions here, they're giving us L's that we just got and things that are about to come out. By the time this comes out, these will have already just come out as well, like the Ace, Zidane, and they're giving us the Squall promo again from the Anniversary Collection. I guess he probably comes in a standard format instead of a full art format, just so it looks different. But it's weird.
I think it's a different.
No, that's one of the new arts.
Squall promo 108 is the one from the Anniversary Collection.
Yeah, he's gonna get a new art.
Another new art.
Yeah, so
another.
So in the product release, they're saying that 18 of these cards have new illustrations for the 4th anniversary of Dissidia. So like apparently they're all full art standard cards, except for Ishtola, which is a premium foil non-full art.
Which is the one we don't know
the
about.
Ishtola from 21, set 21.
Just November.
So spoiler alert: there's another another Ishtola coming in 2 sets. If you hadn't already guessed it.
But I mean, I like the storage box. From the picture, it looks smaller than the Anniversary one, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, as far as reprints go, I don't think we needed all of these. I would have been more so compared to the Anniversary box collection, right? We got all these Opus 1 cards that hadn't been around, that were hard to come by, right? Like the 3-cost backups that would buff the elements or whatever, even like Maria the Wind one. We got Shantotos, and then like hard to get legendaries, right? Like Renoa, Ishtolas, which were a little less hard. We got Mist Dragon reprints, and then some other like interesting ones, right? Like Ritz, Diabolos. A handful of playable cards. And I'm not saying these aren't playable to an extent, right? But I didn't think we needed another. Like more Terras and Shantotos and Cecil. I'm happy for the Shantotos, I guess, the ice ones, because that card is really good all the time. But did we need like Cecil and Titus reprints right now? I don't think so. I think we've been waiting for the Amat reprint for so long. It would have been nice for this. I thought it was going to come in the boss battle deck that recently came out, but we got Kadaj instead.
Which was nice.
I don't know. I'll pass this over to Sergio. What do you think?
Maybe it was a little like late on the. What's it called? The
boss battle? Yeah, the Kadaj was late too, right? Like, I don't know. I don't think these are the reprints we needed, or the community needs. And maybe I don't want to speak for everyone, but it's just obviously my opinion. Like I said, I'm going to pass this off to Sergio. What are your thoughts on this?
I like this box because I hate reprints. So the fact that these are new arts makes me excited. Just to like from a collector's perspective, right? Like if these are all bunch of new like Dissidia arts on these cards, it's just a cool like kind of like variation that you can have. Like, so I don't know, it's like when you play full arts in your deck, right? It's because they look cool, right? It's the same idea. Like I want to be able to like play a version of like this new Cecil, right? Like I still use this Cecil in a lot of decks, and then you'd be like, oh, where's that from? Let me see that. And like, oh, this is the same Cecil, but it's the Dissidia box version. I love that. Like, I think that's really cool. So but in terms of like reprints for value, like I hate that. It murders the value of my collection. So I don't need it or want it, but I know there's a lot of people out there who who play on a budget and they don't want to spend a fortune on Amaterasus, and I totally respect that too. So I guess if that's the purpose of this box, then it's definitely a miss. But if the purpose is to be like a collector's item with some cool new arts in it. I think it's pretty cool. I like the idea.
All right, I have an answer to that though. Like these arts. Okay, so the Cecil, Shantoto, Titus, Warrior of Light, Furion. I think they're all right. They're all original arts already that we got for this game. Now they're just giving us another set for these. Like I don't want to. I like these already. I'm not saying whatever comes out is going to be bad art, but these were already pretty amazing. Like I don't know.
I agree. Most of these cards look really good, actually.
They
So
were all full arts already. So like
yeah, it'll just be a question of like which one you prefer then.
yeah,
And
but
then you get to run whichever one you like, and then we can make fun of your choice and be like, oh, you're running that Cecil, you're so dumb. Like
you're not running the Kumiko one, the Kumiko Titus. You're running the one from the box.
yeah, exactly.
Are we really art shaming now?
Yeah.
No, well, that's
Andy might. You didn't see how he shamed John for his choices?
yeah, Andy. Watch out, Andy. Tacos, what about you? Are these the reprints we needed, or what do you feel?
I mean, honestly, this is an unexpected surprise, but a welcome one, to be sure. But
Thank you for that excellent prequel reference. I caught it.
yeah,
I caught it. I'm here for you, bro.
I'm glad someone caught it. I mean, yeah, it's not really something that we were asking for. It's strictly just Dissidia. Like every single card in here that they listed is Dissidia. It's just to celebrate the anniversary. That's all it really is. I guess it's if they're promoting the game somehow, they're gonna do it through Dissidia. I guess. I don't know.
And I don't think so, since the servers got shut down already.
Yeah, I heard about
that. That's unfortunate.
Happy anniversary, Dissidia. Oh, whoops. We're late to the party. It's dead.
Oh man. Well, maybe we'll get a new Dissidia.
Oh shit! Spoiler.
Brother, if they rebrand Dissidia to like take people away from the video game and make it into the card game, and then they just like, hey, you can take all your favorite Final Fantasy and fight them against each other on cardboard, and then voila, marketing for the Final Fantasy TCG. That's it. That was the whole mystery. I solved it.
There you go.
I take it you're okay with this too, Andy?
I mean, for this, I'm neither here nor there. I think accessibility in any game is very important, and if this means that it's more of a budget friendly for people to hop on board, and the art is nice and the box looks nice, I'm for it. That's it. That's all I've got.
Okay, Tacos, I kind of cut you off there. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, like this is coming out in October. It's like a long ways away. So, like anyone new who's looking to get into it, some of these cards might not be accessible from now until then. You know. So I mean,
I guess there's that too. I hadn't thought of that. The timeline does seems good. I don't know. I guess it's just for me. It's at the point we're receiving it. I'm not seeing the value in this, but I guess
it's not for you, man. Maybe it's not for you. It's like alternative jazz.
Yeah, check your privilege, John.
Yeah, I have to do that a lot these days.
this is just like a collection piece, I guess. I mean, I like it. It's not. I'd like to see the full list, but for what?
No! Hey, you live in North America. You ain't seeing shit.
Yeah, 1 week after Japan gets it, you'll get to see the list. So
not even, because he doesn't have that influencer type. We have to wait till he gets a little bit higher.
Damn.
I need to refresh my my influencer points so that I can use that spell again.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You need a long rest. That shit won't come around till November.
I'm gonna go stand in it tonight, see if I can replenish.
Did anybody pack the tent? No, for real though. You thinking you're gonna get some access on the same time that Japan's gonna get it? Nah, bro. Then you don't know how this game works. I got another mystery to solve for you. All right. Enough with the low blows. We'll keep the
All right, we got it. Here, I'll close it with a fun fact on this Dissidia box. So our game is actually very closely tied to Dissidia, because that game was like really.
Bro,
popular.
there's no J in Dissidia. Stop.
I was just about to say why.
What is this?
Why are you saying it like that?
Dissidia.
No, stop it.
Dissidia.
He's doing it like a Family Guy. It's what?
Dissidia. All right. so Dissidia is really close to our game, and that's why it's called breaking, because that's a term from Dissidia. Dissidia.
Now I have to look it up. Google, help me out.
It really is though.
No, ask the AI.
Chat GBT, tell me. I asked it. I talked to the AI about FFTCG a lot, and it knows quite a bit. Unfortunately, it doesn't know any key players. I think he gave me like Ethan Jackson. Legit. Is there an
Who's
Ethan Jackson who plays FFTCG who's really good? Because AI knows who you are.
Giving a shout out to Ethan Jackson.
Yeah, shout out to my boy
Yo.
Ethan.
Yo, chill, bro. Now he's just gonna roll up to our locals and kick our asses.
I gotta look them up now.
Yeah.
I kind of one last thought. I guess because I kind of asked the question, but I don't think I didn't really go over it because we were more focused on this. The reprints we need, right, is we need more Altheas before they get banned, and definitely Chocobos. Those cards are too expensive for people.
Before they get banned. Oh my god. Please don't. Please
I
don't ban
won't.
Althea.
We're not.
Dissidia.
Or at least we're not going to talk about it. But I don't know. What's a card that you guys think needs to be reprinted?
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Obviously, the things that get played the most, man. Amaterasu, Tyro, that's not linked to a promo. Exclusive, like, you have to be at your computer desk and, like, snatch a ticket to one of these events.
Yo, you're jumping ahead. Spoiler alert.
I'm just saying, bro, relax. But, like, that...
Chocobo.
The Chocobo, exactly. And the non-foils are, like, $20.
Yeah.
Like, that should have been reprinted a long time ago. I think those actually should have been reprinted in the 10 starter. That seemed like a good place to put them.
I agree.
Selling Chocobos, go ahead and message me before the reprints come out. Thank you.
Yep. And his at TCG Titans Instagram.
At TCG Titans. Free shipping.
Sarah backup. You cannot play water or anything water remotely without that. And those are, again, they're just absurdly priced for a common card. Well, non-foil card.
Oh, Sarah backups. I heard Terra backups, but then
No,
it didn't.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah's slowly getting to like Amat prices.
Yeah, that's a dangerous one. See, things like that. That's what I wanted to hear. I just wanted everyone to say them too. Okay, now we can close off there. We can move on.
Oh, you didn't want to say it. You wanted me to say it.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't talk about the reprints that I want. That's fine.
Okay, all right. Sergio?
Oh, no, nothing. Thank you.
All right, good. Tacos?
All right.
I mean, I agree with Andy.
All right.
But I mean, yeah, they're sorely needed.
Yeah,
By
Tacos
the
is selling
Tyros.
Tyros as well.
Yeah, I'm like about to say
Let's
mini
just sell
Tyros.
Tyros before they come out.
I got 20 Tyros, bro. Hit me up.
Hit me up.
He really
All right.
does. The
I really
madman.
do.
Check his YouTube. I'm sure he posted it somewhere. Or
Yeah.
Insta.
And you know what's crazy also? It's just like, to just put another point on there, and again, it's just all about accessibility, right? It's just like if somebody jumps into the game, if your locals is friendly enough to allow proxies, or they allow you to, borrow those cards, that's great. But wouldn't you like to, like, point them in the right direction where it's just like, hey, you want the product that has that card in this box, in this anniversary collection or whatever? Like, it would be so simple, right? Again, that's just accessibility to players, that they don't have to spend a fortune, and they can get key cards, because if they want to play competitively but still on a budget, we don't want to exclude that type of people to play as well. We want them to come and join us and not have to, feel like, man, I feel like a third wheel. All I do is just borrow cards. I feel kind of self-conscious about this. Like, we don't want that. Even though we've enabled that in our community, we don't hate people for that. We don't make people, like, feel shy about it or anything like that. We're like, dude, we'd be more happy to help you. Just come out. We want attendance before anything else.
Right.
Well, it'll be maybe the reason why they're not pushing reprints so hard. I know this year they decided standard. But what if they do, like, next year they do decide to do L3, L6? They want to push that.
Well, then good thing we're getting this the City of box in October.
Fat chance, dude. This should have been the year for it, but whatever.
This box also is like a starter deck, right?
Yeah,
it has the starter exclusives for 21 inside of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's more of a starter slash like collector's item than it is like a reprint box like the last anniversary set.
Yeah, so everyone's gonna get at least one.
Maybe I won't. I don't know. They better that Titus better look better than that other
That
Titus.
box looks good though. It's all
I don't know. Yeah, that Ishtola box is nice, dude.
Mm-hmm.
kudos to the art.
Absolutely.
Yeah, kudos to that guy. He did it.
Half kudos to the content.
All right. Well, we're down to our last topic for the night. Organized play, event pricing. These, I'm gonna just say it, they're sick. I'm very excited for these. The Tyro was a surprise. I didn't expect that. I was my original bet was the Mist Dragon to complement the Amaterasu. The Glaciella, I hadn't even considered a Road to Worlds promo like the Zidane and the what was her name, Chilenka, that we never got.
Yeah, the Chilenka. Yeah, man, what a I can't
That
believe we
some
missed out on
people
that
have
Chilenka.
for some reason.
As several copies of. Mind
Several copies of, yeah, we won't talk about that, but
I don't know.
and
You
then
can re-travel that road.
yeah.
That road's closed.
The road was what?
That road's closed. Sorry.
Oh,
My
okay.
internet's
For
not-
some, for most, but not all. And then this cloud, I know. I don't want to throw. Someone said this on a stream that I was recently that this was the cloud, and I was surprised to hear that. And then now I was even more surprised that it was right. But yeah, these event promos are very exciting. I don't know if Tyro is. I don't know if people are going to be like paying the same amount for this Tyro that people were for the Amat, but I will be selling mine. No, seriously.
Wow, it's just a plug for his.
This whole stream is just to sell shit.
Hey guys, now we come to the plug section where I want to sell all my stuff.
No.
People are gonna pay a lot for this. This is the only full art Pyro that we have.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive, but not if you buy it from John. And order today, and you can get 3 for.
Wow, now that's what I call a steal. Volume 1. We've lost his train of thought. He can't compose himself now.
That was really funny the way.
No, he's trying to get his sales pitch going.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to move on.
Order now, and John will throw in 1 Decigia promo box.
$ Emotempest Tyro. That's his Cash App.
Oh my gosh. All right, so these are the event promos. We talked about it. Breaking it down further, store championships. The top 8 will be getting Tyros, and top 4 will be getting Road to the Glaciellas, and then top 2 is
The
going to
road
get
to Glaciella.
The Glaciella, dear God.
He's gone, dude. That guy is more drunk than I am.
Look, it's the Road to Glaciella, okay?
Yeah,
Deal
the
with
road to Glaciella.
And then these
It's pretty sharp.
these new store championship playmats with the which opus is this Black Mage from?
Who cares?
Well, that one,
Yeah, it's Opus 12.
Opus 12 Black Mage man, which is very cool. Didn't expect that also. And then it talks about more of the materia cups and how the clouds are.
Opus 10, dude. You guys are lost.
Whatever.
All right, bro. All right, that fifth extra like.
I do like that art though on that Black Mage. It's very nice.
I love the art and I love the mat. My only gripe is that it's another like really white mat, like the Vaughn one, so it gets dirty quickly.
Yeah, when you eat your banh mi on
Yeah.
it, don't eat your stupid sandwich on there.
You're so grimy, dude.
Yeah.
Stop eating on your
My
playmats.
mat always
bro.
gets dirty when I eat on it.
No, they
Maybe
all.
if the mat was darker. No, just don't eat on the mat.
I mean, it makes for a good, nice trophy. I do like the trophy on it.
Yeah, the trophies. Very, 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 very pretty. All right, I'm gonna open this up to you guys. Let's start with Andy because he's got a lot to say today.
No, I'm still laughing. I just muted myself.
No, you better turn it up.
He's deep into a couple pints of Guinness, it seems.
St. Patty's.
It's,
Happy
it's
Patty's,
that
everyone.
people think we're just joking around about you eating on your fucking mats, but that's not true.
I,
Do we eat on your mats?
I don't eat on my mats.
You eat on your mats.
No, I don't. Stop it.
Order today, and John will eat on your playmat.
You'll eat the Tyro on your mat. I'm fucking crying. Oh man, what are we talking about? Yeah, Opus 19 is pretty good. Resident Evil 4 is even better.
Event pricing, Andy. Do you love it or do you hate it?
No, they could have given me the collector's edition with the Leon S. Kennedy, which would have been awesome. And if you pre-order, you get the golden attaché case, which is pretty awesome. And it gets you a little, yeah.
We're getting a Resident Evil trading card again.
No, this is surprising for the Crystal Cup.
Oh, okay.
For the Ganados Cup, the Los Plagas Cup.
Los Ganados Cup.
More like the cards are good, the mats are good, the trophies are nice. Money, bro. All of this is money. It's spicy. I'm gonna be trying my best to win all of this stuff.
Is this was this pricing enough for you after 2 years? Is it exciting enough?
Well, I still have to earn it, but yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction.
Okay, that's
But
good.
you know what? I want to give more credit to it. I think it was definitely a lot better than what I was expecting. So yeah, congratulations on the TCG players for competing for some really good pricing. Give yourself a round of applause.
All right. Anything else?
No.
What about the first place Materia Cup gets a signed Cloud? Is that a lot?
That's kind of messed up, man, because I would have taken it without the signature. I don't know who signed it, but that's kind of messed up. Like they wrote it all over the art, man.
I want one that says sample on it.
Yeah, dude, I want the sample card.
I want the sample card.
Win it, and you can just write sample on it.
I can't win it, dude. There's so many good players out there.
They're getting better too.
Yeah.
Yo, the signature lowers the value on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me yours when you get it.
You got to get the one that's printed with sample on it. That's the highest rarity.
They only give those out at Costco.
You got him, bro. You got him.
Oh man. Can we go and play already? I wanna play this card game already. I'm really excited for Opus 19. I'm excited for Resident Evil 4. I'm excited for the pricing. I'm excited for Emotempest to sell me his Tyro.
All right, we're gonna move on then, so we can wrap up, so we can get to this. Tacos. What is? How do you feel about it? You're excited? What you like? What don't you like?
I like it. Not enough figurines though.
Not enough figurines.
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
No, that's cool. That's a.
Oh, I'm
We're
kidding.
used to that.
Hot take. That's a hot take. You heard it here first. TCG Tacos hates your price support. Thank you so much, everybody. This has been the Emotempest podcast.
Give him statues or give him hell.
I'm kidding. No, I think this is actually really good that they're giving us like cards. I think this is what we've been asking for. Is like, some promos. Now, am I happy about Glaciella? I mean, she barely sees play.
There you go. That's what I want to hear. Say it, Tacos. Don't be scared.
Damn.
However, the dice be looking nice. I'm just gonna say.
I say,
God damn.
They didn't put any dice.
Not
The thighs, bro. Thunder thighs.
No, he's got the PG-13 like trans.
PG-13. This is beyond PG-13 already.
Well, as a straight, I agree with you.
Okay, and that.
And what about you, Sergio?
I was gonna say though, the cloud seems a little redundant since we're getting that in the box, no?
I didn't see the cloud in the box, did we?
I'm pretty sure this is the same cloud that we're getting in the Dissidia box, is it not?
Is a cloud in a box?
It's a different art though, and this is going to be like the rarest version because it's going to have its own special foiling and the gold stamps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the store championship ones?
The ones that it's like the first place store championship and it's top 8 for the cups.
Yeah.
The anime cloud. It's like we already have a full art version of it, but this will have gold on the stamps, and it'll have a different
The back,
foiling pattern. It says.
Oh,
the
that's
back is
sick.
actually gold. The back is gold too. Like
I really want that playmat though.
You
That
can
playmat
guess
looks really nice.
who doesn't read these things.
yeah, Tacos, I agree with you that the cloud mat is probably the sickest mat we've ever had.
Yeah, just because that art is amazing.
Yeah, the art is probably one of my favorites too. It's so
You can
and
eat
you
like
can, you can eat
hamburger
on this,
over it, and the mustard can drop, and it'll just blend right in.
yeah, you can eat on this mat. So it's very it's very resourceful too. Like a lot of utility with this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sergio.
My turn.
Give it,
All right.
yeah, give it. Your hot takes, bro.
I was really excited that like we have like tiers of promos, and I think that's really cool until I don't win one, and then I'm gonna say it's the stupidest thing they've ever done. Just because I'll be so salty. No, but I love them and I want them all. I don't even care that Glacial doesn't see play. Like I have my Road to World Zidanes, and I don't think I played that card like more than twice in my life. So I'm excited to collect them. You know, you guys know I like to collect. So for the store championships, I have no idea why they chose this Opus 10 Black Mage. I understand that it's original art or whatever, but like we were way past that card. Like it was a long time ago, and it wasn't even a good card. Like just never saw play. So I don't know why we went all the way back to Opus 10 to grab this Black Mage for no reason, but sure, I guess whatever.
Nah, I disagree with you, dude. I think revisiting really good art.
You would, bro.
Yeah, you would disagree with everybody's choices,
Yeah.
maybe. Well, guess what?
Welcome to the podcast where everybody agrees on the same thing. How fucking boring.
I disagree with you.
Oh, okay. Nah, man. Because
And any listeners out there, I disagree with you too. All right.
Let's look at Opus 1 art. What do you guys think of the best Opus 1 art is?
It's my turn. Anyways, so moving on from that, I love the cloud. I love the cloud playmat. If I don't get one, I'll probably just die. And then I like the trophy. I think the trophies they do for the Masters series are really cool, where they have like kind of like the art in the background, and it tells you like where the event was from.
Yeah.
And so I'm really glad that we're getting those now too. I think that's really cool, and I'm glad that like the first place for these material cups is getting that stamped card, because even if you don't like the cards or whatever, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and so there's a little more value in winning it than it was before. So
yeah, for sure.
And
who knows? They might have figures like a side event stuff too, because they were saying that there might be some other stuff like.
Hey, tacos! There you go.
Conan, so who knows?
Well, the correct answer is Sid Highwind on the Tiny Bronco as the best art for Opus 1.
For sure.
Yeah. Just want to point that out there. But yeah, I agree with what you said about disagreeing. So.
We will include additional price support to stores that may differ per event. For top 32 giveaway side events, as always, stores are encouraged to add entry gifts and additional prizes. So tacos, you can get your statues, bro. Don't be upset.
Hey, didn't we learn today that the store championships have buzzed enough interest that Puerto Rico might be joining the South Florida store championship?
Yeah, I was actually, we heard about that. Yeah.
Damn.
And we might be joining there.
Yeah.
The flight is short enough from Miami that it might happen.
No, we take the cruise, the booze cruise. It'll be like what's that card show that you guys like to reference?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
The Egyptian card show.
The Egyptian card show. I'm running I'm blanking here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's 4 kids.
The one with the pots. The one with all the pots.
Oh, the pots.
Yeah, the jars that morph.
Yeah.
We could take a ship to Duelist Rico.
To Duelist Rico.
And somebody can like throw my guardians off the bow.
I think we're throwing down the gauntlet.
Say goodbye to Yoda. It's like, no.
We're coming to Puerto Rico, guys. We'll see you there.
I actually would be really excited just to play a game in Spanish. That would be really fun.
Right?
Yeah, we never did go to Chile, so this is a.
That's true.
Well, Chile was supposed to come to us.
I
Was
heard
it?
I don't know. About,
Was that
no, I don't know.
No, never mind.
I don't know. But either way, we're coming. We're coming, and we hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, we're coming hard.
All right, guys. That's gonna do it for us tonight. Watch out for Sergio. He's coming hard.
Wait,
The
what?
Dream Splooges. I'm bringing my Dream Splooges. I'm coming hard.
Thanks for listening, as always, and hope you learned something today.
Or you? I hope you weren't as offended today.
I hope you had fun today.
Today was a funsies episode for sure.
Really?
Yeah. The next time you'll hear from us is gonna probably be after the Materia Cup.
What about it before? Like, oh man,
I know, right?
like it's
We
like a
might-
special.
Yeah, jeez. Next time you'll hear from us in Opus 22.
Next time you hear from us, one of us might be an amputated person.
Wow. No, I mean the next podcast is gonna be after the cup. So
Shit got dark. I'll do a
If-
vlog as
if
usual.
yeah, make sure to follow along there. at
Of the
TCG.
amputation, or
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
You know?
Is it below or above?
Good night, everybody.
bye.